What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Tonight we are out longboarding around because if you're anything like me, you like riding out late at night when there's less traffic, less cars. It's a lot more peaceful. There's less chance of being run over. So I apologize for the lighting. It's going to be very dark. Probably won't be able to see me very well, but that's not really the point. Today I'm going to cover some tips for riding late at night because that's what I like to do. So yeah, we're going to cover some tips. So tip number one is going to be pretty obvious. It's wear bright colors or bring a light, or both. I don't have a light, so I'm kind of just going as I see it, which I'll talk about that in a second as well. A trick for riding without a light. But as you can see, I'm wearing a light gray hoodie, so that if cars come, which they do, they will be able to at least see me riding. Because in my experience, cars don't see you when you're riding. So yeah, wear bright colors and bring a light. We're gonna try it with the flashlight. Might be a bit janky because I'm gonna be squinting the whole time, but we'll try it. All right, so tip number two is to try and ride with the flow of traffic. And I know, like, obviously when you're walking, you want to walk against so you can see who's coming. And this tip only applies for if there's no cars coming. If there's a car coming behind you, I typically move to the other side, which for me is the left-hand side of the road. I'll always try to be on the opposite side of the road that a car is on, just because, like I said, they don't really watch. But another reason you want to ride with the flow of traffic, or in that lane, is because when you're riding down the road, because vehicles are going the same direction as you, any bumps you come across are going to be more worn down on that side of the road. They're going to be not flattened out, but they'll just be worn down because of the constant tire wear going over them. And so if you accidentally hit one of those bumps and you don't know it's there, you have a better chance of staying on your board and not absolutely eating shit. So that's the second tip. Another great place to ride at night is if there's a freshly paved part of your neighborhood, or just anything freshly paved. It's always going to be really smooth. Like here, there's a new neighborhood going in, so the roads are like brand new, and so that's like, it's super buttery smooth. So I know I'm not going to hit any random potholes or bumps or anything. Also, for the lane tip for when you're riding in your lane, so for me, I'm riding in the driving lane with the flow of traffic right now. You want to stay somewhat in the middle of the lane. That's where it's the smoothest, at least in my area, in my experience. It's where the tires haven't quite worn down yet. See, I didn't know that wasn't there. I wasn't paying attention. That's because I have a blinding light in my face. At least where I am, the middles of the road, where the blacktop was put down over the concrete, is always going to be smoother than where the tires actually ride. So if you ride in the middle of the road, or the middle of the lane that you're in, it's usually the smoothest ride. And then probably one of my biggest tips, and this goes back to tip number one, is to ride your route during the day. And the reason I say that is that line right there. So right now I'm on a bridge that crosses from the town into the neighborhood, and on either end there is a massive crack. We're not there yet. There's a crack in the ground from where the bridge starts and the road ends and the bridge starts. Because I ride this route all the time during the day, I know that that's there, and I know to prepare myself for when it comes up. This big ass crack in the road is bigger than a wheel. So I could for sure eat shit if I wasn't paying attention to that crack. Obviously some other pretty obvious tips. Ride on less busy roads. That could go for day or night. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you're riding at night. The roads are just less busy in general. Like during the day, this is a main thoroughfare from the town to the neighborhood. So at night, it's just way better. And that's why I'm making this video, is to stay safe. Because here comes a video, or here comes a car. So obviously, I shouldn't have to say the most obvious tip is to always keep your head on a swivel and be listening and watching for vehicles. I like to put one AirPod in and listen to music and then leave the other one out so I can hear what's going on around me. That's the most obvious tip I can give. I already burned through most of my phone battery, but a lot of people might say, well, a lot of people do say is, why don't you ride on the sidewalk? And if you longboard or skate, you know that the sidewalk is literally just like bump after bump after bump. And usually it's not too bad, but if you have some pretty old sidewalks or pretty bad ones, they can have some really rough bumps that really hard to see and predict. And also there's not a lot of turning or stopping room on the sidewalk. And so that's why I'm giving these tips to ride in the street, so you can be safe and not get hit by a car or not die on the pavement, because that would suck. And like I said, the other tip was to ride very seldom driven roads. This is a brand new road, paved like fresh last year. Super smooth, a little bit downhill, so I can literally just cruise and chill out. Ooh. There we go. Nice and smooth. I think there's supposed to be houses going in here, or I don't think it's a development land. I think it's just residential. So this will be a good road in the future as well. All right, so when I'm riding at night, where I'm at, there are a lot of stoplights, or where I like to go, there are a lot of stoplights. 'Cause like I said, I like to go to the gas station. And typically I ride later at I'll go at 2, 3, 4 a.m. I'm not going that late tonight. It's like 9 o'clock right now. So the lights aren't currently on their low power mode, if you will. They are still on their normal timer. But if I ride past 11 o'clock, red lights become stop lights and they'll flash. And then the green lights on the main thorough will become orange flashing lights. So when I come to stop intersections late at night, it's pretty easy to go through. Right now it's actually still really busy, so I might still have to actually wait for the light, but we'll see. Yeah, like I said, there's still a lot of traffic here, but after this next car, I might actually be able to make it here. And nobody coming. We're gonna go. Like I said, just always keep your head on a swivel, and stay off the busy roads as much as you can. See, there's cars everywhere, so I'm gonna pull into this parking lot, which then comes out on another road that's less busy, and we'll go get some food. Another tip I just remembered, which goes for day and night again, but don't ride with your hands in your pockets. I'm doing it right now because it's cold, but during the day and especially at night when you can't see the bumps is if your hands are in your pockets and you hit an unexpected bump, you're not getting them out in time, and you're gonna severely damage your face. So don't do that. Okay, well, another thing that I didn't think was gonna have to get brought up, but staying, especially on the busy roads, staying out of the side of the street, like the gutters here. Even if there's a car behind you, it could be really dangerous. I just ran over a nail back there, or at least I think it was a nail. And obviously you don't want that going through your foot when you're pushing. So that's why I was saying earlier is staying in the middle of the lane where it's safer and less debris. All right, we're gonna hit this little hill into the parking lot and start up Quick Trip parking lot. And if you're ever out with friends, we're back on the board now. If you're ever out with friends and just looking for a chill spot, newer parking lots are perfect. They're nice and smooth like this here. The grocery store right there has one of like the smoothest parking lots ever, and it's amazing. You can go chill behind the store as long as you're not doing anything nefarious. You can chill behind the store and just ride around and, you know, late night talks and shit. So see, here's another busy intersection where it's like there's just like always cars coming. I know you probably couldn't see that, but there's cars coming here. I don't really want to go across in the dark. Like obviously I'm wearing a lighter colored hoodie, but I don't want to go across in the dark when they could just like not see me and absolutely run me over. So this is one of those times I'll wait for the light. But anyways, we are back on the board, headed home. Got my hot chocolate, my white caramel chocolate, hot chocolate. That is all the tips I have for this video. If you have comments, questions, or snotty remarks, comment it down below and I'll do my best to answer. See, I didn't know that was there. That's new. Oh. Here we go. There's that huge ass bump. And obviously there's a second one. So this is my first tips and tricks video. So hopefully it helps you. If you're wondering where I get the authority to give tips on longboarding, I don't. I'm kidding. I like longboarding at night. I do it all the time. when it's warm. Well, sometimes when it's cold, as tonight, but and I want to make sure that other people are safe and having a good time like myself. So I want you all to be safe and take the tips that at least I've learned, and hopefully put those to good use. So if you have any tips for me for longboarding at night, feel free to drop a comment. Let me know and I'll be happy to read it. I apologize, my hand was in the entirety of that clip. Oh well. But thanks for watching. Summer's here, we'll do a lot more longboarding videos. I'm also going to try and get back on the mountain bike because I didn't do any mountain biking last year. But thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Peace out.